Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some free stuff over on Steam as far as free weekends go and free demos. We'll talk all of that. We'll get through the free weekends first, since those are going to be obviously time sensitive as they're available only for a little bit. But then we have some demos to go over as well for some newly released titles and upcoming games as well. So we'll talk that at the end of this video. Let's get through all of this pretty quickly. Path of Exile 2 does have a free weekend that's running right now. Now, Path of Exile 2 is going to be a free-to-play game. However, it is not a free-to-play game right now in its early access period. You do have to pay $29.99. They're doing this free weekend alongside the new update that did just drop, and if you do play during the free weekend, your progress will carry over if you decide to buy the game, or if you just play the game and then you wait for it to go free to play. Whenever it does come out of early access, your progress will still be there. So up to you, but the free weekend period is live right now and you can go check that out. That'll be running until Monday. And then also Sonic Racing CrossWorlds does have its open network test live right now. This open network test will be running until Monday night. I believe it's 9 p.m. Pacific time. It'll go into midnight Eastern, but this looks like a really good arcade racer, and the open network test is going to have a decent amount of content. I just think the issue with this is the $70 price point. I get that Mario Kart World came out at $80, but that's Mario Kart, and a lot of people just got Mario Kart World for $50 with their Switch 2, you know, with the bundle. This is going to be available on every platform, of course, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, and then also on PC. So, you know, we'll see how it does. Sonic as a brand is pretty hot right now, you know, after the success of the movies and all the momentum it has. I just am a little curious on how exactly well this is going to do. There is a digital deluxe edition as well that does have fake early access baked into it, so, you know, personally, I don't love seeing that either, but the open network test is live right now. Go ahead and check that out if you're interested. You know, jump on with some friends. And they're going to be doing a lot of crossover content as well, like the SpongeBob stuff. I think that stuff is great. I think Sega does a pretty good job with their crossover content, but a lot of that is going to be DLC. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that free open network test is live right now. Couple of free weekends to give you guys a heads up on. Nightingale, the open world survival crafting game, is enjoying a free weekend right now. On top of the game being 50% off for $14.99. I remember this game had so much buzz leading into its release, but it's another one of those, you know, survival crafting games, and we get a lot of those hitting early access. So, you know, if you want to check it out, free weekend, an open world survival crafting game where you'll adventure across the mysterious and dangerous Fey realms. As a daring realm walker, you'll defeat monstrous enemies, survive hostile environments, and build elaborate estates in a visually stunning gas lamp fantasy world. 9,700 reviews, 71% positive there, and again, it's 50% off for $14.99. Space Engineers is enjoying a free weekend as well, $4.99 as far as the price point. A sandbox game about engineering, construction, exploration, and survival in space and on planets. Players build spaceships, space stations, planetary outposts of various sizes, and use pilot ships and travel through space to explore planets and gather resources to survive. 65,000 reviews on that one, 89% positive. One of the more notable PC titles, been out for a few years now, but a free weekend, and it's down to $4.99. And then lastly, Darkest Dungeon 2 enjoying a free weekend as well, 63% off for $14.79. A roguelike road trip of the damned. Form a party, equip your stagecoach, and set off across the decaying landscapes on a last gasp quest to avert the apocalypse. The greatest dangers you face, however, may come within. 10,000 reviews, 76% positive, so you can check that out as a free weekend as well. All of that is live right now, so check those free weekends out. All right, moving on from that, do want to highlight a couple of free demos. First of all, Lost Soul Aside does have a free demo right now. This is done, published by PlayStation. Ulti-Zero Games, been in development for over a decade at this point, and the game certainly has its issues. Now, I will say that some people have experienced issues as far as the PC release goes. Your boy is about to hit you with, well, it runs well for me, guys. That means none of your issues are real. Obviously, I joke there, but that is accurate as far as, you know, the game is running pretty damn well for me, and I'm actually having a great time with it. It is the kind of action game that I feel like gaming is sorely sorely missing. You know, we get all of these Souls-like action titles, and the game certainly has its issues. Download the demo, experience the combat, because that is what carries the game. And some people don't even like the combat. I am really digging the combat, and that is carrying the game. The voice acting in this game is an atrocity. The story is pretty mid, and, you know, the visuals are nice, the soundtrack's pretty good, and the gameplay, to me, is great. Download the demo, try it out for yourself, and even if you do enjoy the demo, $60 a little bit too steep of a price point to pay for a game like this. I think at like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, it'll be a great pickup, but you know, this is the kind of action game that I really enjoy. I'm not into the Souls-like games. Like, I'll play them, you know, for some reason I feel like I need to play them. I played First Berserker, I played Lies of P, and I enjoy those games to an extent, but it's just like, man, we're inundated with those games. Like, every other week, it's like a damn Souls-like game is coming out. It's like, get the hell out of here. I know Game Freak is working on one as well next year. Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out next year. It just won't stop. It won't stop. I guess people do enjoy it, but for my money, I really like the regular style of hack and slash action games, and the combo system in this game I really do dig. It's super flashy, super vibrant, and you know, when the gameplay is executed, I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing as well. So that free demo is available right now. And then I gotta give a shout to the Trails in the Sky first chapter free demo. You know, when you're not looking, I gotta do the glazing for Legend of Heroes, and Trails in the Sky first chapter is of course a ground up remake of the very first game in the Legend of Heroes series, one of the best narrative-driven franchises literally in gaming history. I feel that strongly about it. I think it's incredible in how each game connects with one another. The only issue that's always been there is how do you get started with this series, and that's always been a bit of a talking point. But you know, in the case of now, you have the Trails in the Sky remake, and this is the very first game in the Trails in the Sky story, and I could also say in the Sky trilogy as well, but really it's the game that kicks it all off for the Legend of Heroes franchise, and it's going to be a great starting point. Now, whenever anybody asks the question, what game to start with, it is going to be Trails in the Sky first chapter. We just hope that they get, you know, the second game and the third game out there pretty quickly. And then lastly, Lumines Arise still does have its limited time free demo. You'll want to check that out. 3 stages from the single player journey mode, burst battle, online multiplayer mode, tutorial to learn the basic gameplay of Lumines Arise as well. This is done by Enhance, the same people that brought you Tetris Effect, and they did a phenomenal job with that game. And Lumines, another music rhythm title here, so you can check that out as well. A puzzle game with a music emphasis, I should say, not really a music rhythm title, but 81 user reviews, 93% positive, and certainly going to be an addicting game with some trippy visuals as well. But that is going to do it for me. Again, check out all the free weekends. Check out the free demos. Lost Soul Aside, I think, is a pretty decent game. Not blowaway, certainly not one of the best games of the year, but from what I like out of gaming and what I like out of action games, it's something that I feel like is missing a lot these days in gaming in general amidst all the Souls-like action games. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.